everybody. This video is kind of an update regarding e-liquid in general, and something that I do want to address, which is propylene glycol versus vegetable glycerin. Number one, I know with e-liquid, I kind of talked to a lot of you in the very beginning stages that I wanted to make a couple of different reviews and all these other things. After a couple of years here of using e-liquid and e-cigarettes, I'm here to tell you, here's the simple explanation of e-liquid and how it tastes. And that pretty much comes down to what you think it tastes like. It really comes down to like ice cream, 31 flavors, right? You know, one guy likes Rocky Road, the gal likes chocolate, whatever it might be. So one person's perception of the way e-liquid tastes versus another person's is completely different. So I do suggest that you try yourself. Of course, recommendations of others does assist to some level, and I think the thing that you need to look at is the quality of the e-liquid, and that's something that we're seeing really surface as far as the e-liquid industry has been prospering here in the United States. You're seeing, of course, China-made stuff, European-made stuff. European, now British you had it kind of in the beginning. Now you're seeing some stuff out of Croatia, some of the other areas there. And then of course some of the USA e-liquid. So a lot of it really has to do with that. That is something that I would focus more on if I were you, as far as the quality and not the flavor and how somebody feels about it. So how somebody feels about it is anybody's guess. The quality is a big thing. Number one, if it has a lot of sugars in it, it can damage your atomizer. You're going to see that in a lot of the cheaper e-liquids that you're looking at there. So that's one of those things. And of course, it's really what you personally feel. One thing I do want to address is, of course, the PG versus VG thing, and that is big. That is something for you actually to know about when you're kind of searching out there for different liquids, something to look at. PG, propylene glycol. Now, PG liquid, number one, is really great on your throat sensation, oftenly called throat hit, how it feels your throat, same as regular cigarettes that you have right there. Another thing that you're looking at is flavoring. The flavor really comes through usually on that if you have a good liquid, if it's made as a premium. And that's one of those things that e-liquid's kind of like ice cream. You have those really high brand names and everything comes through, or you can buy the cheap stuff, the off-market brand that you have right there. So that's one of those things where PG has a great throat sensation, it has a great flavoring, but it doesn't have a lot of vapor output. You do see something, but it doesn't make this huge plume of smoke, vapor, whatever you might want to call it. Now, VG is the exact opposite. VG is great at making this huge vapor plume, and it looks great. It's something that for us smokers you kind of like to see, where you're like, hey, okay, I feel like I'm still smoking there. But VG, because it's vegetable glycerin, and that's a big thing to notice. Propylene glycol is alcohol-based, glycerin is sugar-based that you have right there. The vegetable glycerin, you're looking at a mellowing of the flavor, a mellowing of the throat sensation. So it's not as much as that throat sensation that you may have been wanting from what a regular cigarette was giving you, and that flavor is a little bit off there too. Now, in recent times, there has been hybrids that have been made, and that is combining a bit of the VG into the PG, and that's kind of nice to see right there too. So that's what I mean. It's not only where it's made, but it's also what the PG-VG actually is. And I'm here to tell you, it's one of those things where you work it out on your own. You will find something that you really like, and you'll stick with it, and you're good to go. Your first hump obviously is the e-cigs itself, but I just wanted to make that point out as far as the difference between PG and VG, because you don't see that very clearly where somebody's actually going out there and telling you what those two differences are, and that's something you need to know if you're checking out e-cigs. All right, so that's it for that for now. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Root 50 cents to spare. Sometimes I dance all night, sometimes I wouldn't dare.